Coming up on Mountain News at 6, 2 counties here in the mountains receive funding for water projects. And the man charged with the murder of Crystal Rogers appears in court.
And some below average temperatures are on the way for this weekend. Those details coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
More than $26 million announced at the SOAR Summit will help several counties and various projects. The city of Jenkins was one of the recipients, being awarded more than $300,000. WYMT's R.J. Johnson spoke with Mayor Todd DePriest on why this funding is helpful.
More than $350,000 will be awarded to the city of Jenkins to help update their wastewater treatment plant. City officials will be working to make sure the funding goes to good use.
Yeah, well, we'll be working with engineers to look at, what's needed the most, how we can get the most bang for the buck with the money we're going to spend, being able to make the most of the money that's become available for us.
Jenkins Mayor Todd DePriest says this facility hasn't been updated in nearly 30 years, which is why this money will be a big help.
Stuff wears out and you try to take care of it best you can, but this will give us much needed money for upgrades and repairing and fixing issues that we've had over the years that's been difficult to deal with.
He says it's a tedious process cleaning the water.
From the time it comes to the plant and the time it's treated and then let back out into the streams, and making sure those processes are working properly and as efficient as they can be and doing all the jobs that they're meant to do.
He says this will reach homes they are rebuilding following the July 2022 flood, increasing the capacity the facility can hold.
It is, and with the disaster recovery and working after the flood, building homes and trying to get places for everybody, no matter where they're from. But being able to have that capacity to add more homes on will be a big plus for us.
DePriest says this is all a part of an effort to revitalize some areas of the city and to keep things up to date. In Jenkins, R.J. Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
14 grants were awarded through the Abandoned Minelands Economic Revitalization, or AMLR program, at the SOAR Summit. WYMT's Madison Carmouche has more about the money Perry County received.
Buckhorn is getting the county's second water plant after a $3.3 million grant.
I mean, it's the first day I won the mayor, I talked to Scott, our judge, and I said, what can we do to fix the water situation in Buckhorn?
The grant comes after the hard work of those on the grant writing team in the Perry County Fiscal Court.
We have a lot of projects that we need to get funded, and so when it comes to grant writing, it's a long process to chase money for grants.
Ma Bellini says this funding will cover the cost of transmission lines from the new water plant to the Coalfields Industrial Park.
Right now, we can get 1 million gallons of water there. By putting this new plant, we'll get 1.75 million more gallons, and that way we can recruit more businesses for the industrial park.
The ultimate goal of the AMLR grant is to help fund projects that will create jobs in areas that have suffered due to changes in the coal industry.
Yes, actually, in the grant application, we have to justify that new jobs are going to be created in order to get the funding. So we have job commitments from Dash Core Aluminum that's located in the industrial park, and from Foundever, previously known as Science. And so altogether we'll have 373 new jobs that will be created over the next 3 years.
Officials say they hope this expansion will attract new businesses to join the industrial park. In Perry County, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials say the project will take about 2 years once it begins. Now, the SOAR Summit wrapped up yesterday, and for a list of all the projects receiving funds, you can go to our website at WYMT.com. After their building in downtown Whitesburg was destroyed during the July 2022 flood, Apple Shop officials have purchased another building in Jenkins. That's also where they are currently in a second building for their office space right now. Chief Financial Director Daryl Royce says working in various spaces has been challenging, but says they are excited to move forward during this time of change.
We were all generally working from home or a little space we had in Whitesburg at the time. And so this is really exciting for us to be able to have a place that we can call home for this time frame as we build out the long-term home of Apple Shop.
Royce says it will take a while for them to renovate the building they just purchased, which is an old hospital and residence, but they are planning to keep historical pieces of the building when it was originally a hospital. Kentucky is moving forward to establish electric vehicle charging stations across the state. Governor Beshear announced today the first round of awards for developers to design, build, operate, and maintain a statewide network of charging stations. 21 projects have been announced so far, including one in Somerset. Each charging station will have at least 4 chargers. They will be accessible to the public 24/7.
As expected, rain chances continue to increase across the region as we go into your Thursday evening. Here's a look at satellite and radar, and we are cloudy right now. Also watching out for a few spotty sprinkles in Laurel County, also Clay County, stretching into portions of Owsley, also Lee County as well, and more spotty sprinkles in the Big Sandy Valley and portions of Johnson County into Martin County. Also a few spotty sprinkles in Pike and Floyd County as well, and more showers on the way as we go into tonight. Those temperatures right now are mild and muggy in the middle to lower 70s, 74 in Jackson, also Pikeville, 73 for Hazard, also Clintwood, and 75 in Harlan and Jonesville at this hour. So we are close to average right now, but some below average air is on the way, all thanks to 2 different cold fronts. The first one, this will bring showers to the mountains. The second one, this will bring the cooler air to the region by this weekend. So we are tracking some below average temperatures by Saturday, also Sunday. As you wake up on Sunday, some areas could see some patchy frost as lows fall into the upper 30s by Sunday morning. Your full forecast on the way in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, could be some good sleeping weather tonight, and we certainly need the rain. Thank you, Cameron. One person is dead after an incident involving a tractor in Lawrence County. The Lawrence County Deputy Coroner responded to a call before 9 o'clock last night on the right fork of Irish Creek in the Webbville community. The Lawrence County Deputy Coroner, along with other first responders, arrived a little after 9:30. 70-year-old William Edward Deerfield of Webbville was pronounced dead at the scene around 10:30 p.m. Police arrested Brooks Houck last week, more than 8 years after the disappearance of Crystal Rogers. He is charged with her murder. Houck appeared in court today via video. Special Prosecutor Shane Young said his office is investigating if Houck's brother, former Bardstown police officer Nicholas Houck, was involved in the murder of Crystal's father. The judge heard the motion to reduce Houck's bond from $10 million to $500,000, but no decision was made.
We're waiting for testing to come back on the firearm we believe was used to murder Tommy Ballard, a firearm that we purchased from Nicholas Houck, who was using a fake name.
The judge says it will take him some time to review the bond reduction request for Houck. The next date for a proceeding in the case is not until February 8th. Houck is being held in the Hardin County Jail. We hope to have more on this high-profile case tonight at 11. 2 people are behind bars following a traffic stop in Corbin. It happened this morning when officers with the Corbin Police Department pulled a car over for some unspecified traffic offenses. Deputies later discovered the driver was intoxicated. That driver, 55-year-old Teddy Kirby of London, is facing multiple charges, including his 4th DUI, making it a felony. The passenger, 20-year-old Sydney Harris of South Shore, is also facing multiple charges. A Harlan County man has been taken into custody for his role in a theft case involving an elderly woman. This morning, officers found 31-year-old Paul Wynn of Kinver on Gano Loop in the Shields community. He was wanted on 2 warrants, one from the Harlan County Sheriff's Office for receiving stolen property and one from KSP for burglary and theft of an ATV. He's being held in the Harlan County Detention Center on a $7,500 bond. Police in Laurel County are asking for your help finding a truck that was stolen. Take a look at your screen. Deputies with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office are looking for this Nissan truck. It was stolen in the Lilly community on Monday. If anyone has any information, you're asked to contact the Sheriff's Office or Laurel County Dispatch at the numbers you see there on your screen.
Well, we are tracking spotty showers for your Thursday evening and cooler weather by this weekend. Your full forecast coming up. Plus,
it is officially forest fire season in Kentucky, and officials are hoping to bring awareness to avoid a fiery fall.